Talk Radio, along with pop culture blogger Tory Shulman. Guys, good to have you here. Larry, were you cracking up or were you wincing and just worried?
I was cracking up. It was a tour de force. He was funny. He was clever. This is a guy who just a few months ago, when he cut the Super Bowl ad for Chrysler, was called an American statesman, and many people thought he was going to support Obama. He was a great guy then. Now all of a sudden he's an old hack who's got dementia. These people are going crazy. Instead of focusing on the fact that we've got 42 consecutive months of 8% plus unemployment, the Democrats are focusing on what Clint Eastwood said, and I don't blame them.
Well, now look, let's divide this Tory and Larry into two things. What he said and whether it was a wise thing to have an iconic actor precede your candidate. Tory, did he say anything that really the Republicans should have been embarrassed about?
I do. I think it was a little demeaning. And don't get me wrong, I heart Clint Eastwood. I like his off-the-cuff, drunken uncle kind of fun. I'm just going to say it. He's pro-choice. He's pro-gay marriage, pro-environment. But at the same time, it wasn't the right place to go off the cuff at a Republican National Convention. I understand he's not a politician, and I'm not supposed to look at the lens, as the Republicans said, as a political lens of him, but it was at a political convention. What other lens am I supposed to be looking at? It was a sitting president. He was saying he was cursing. It was very odd. I mean, it was sort of improvising, and I found it a little demeaning and, frankly, a little odd.
All right, Larry.
Jeff, Clint's job was to put independents in front of the TV set who otherwise would not have watched a political convention. To that extent, he did his job. As far as the alleged disrespect, this is a guy, Clint Eastwood, who put up with 8 years of us of the left calling George W. Bush a murderer, stupid, a liar, incompetent. He can't pronounce nuclear, and now all of a sudden, because Obama is in an empty chair, this is racist. It's absurd.
Oh, I absolutely don't think it was racist. I think it would be demeaning if Obama did it and had an invisible chair and Robert Redford doing it and saying Mitt Romney was saying, go beep yourself. I just find it completely absurd, and I think it didn't work since that's what we're talking about, not Mitt Romney's speech, which I actually thought he did a good job.
Exactly. Larry, you got to point out, I mean, that's the other point in all of this. Nobody is talking about what Romney said last night.
It's the chair. That's all we're hearing.
No, you're not talking about it because the media is focusing on this. But I'm telling you, the people that watched that convention, the ones that need to be persuaded, they were persuaded. The 80% or so of independents, that's what Clint Eastwood's job was, to get those people who otherwise would not have watched the convention to watch it. He did that, and I'm telling you, he moved the needle.
I find it compelling, the fact that the Republicans put out a statement immediately as if to ward off the negative effect of what happened. Obviously, they're saying, yeah, this was off the cuff. And Ann Romney using unique is like air quotable. I mean, she's like, yeah, that was unique. I think it was a distraction. And don't put it two people before Mitt Romney. I mean, that's a huge honorable position right before Mark Rubio. I thought that was very strange.
Larry Elder,
Go ahead. The real thing that Clint Eastwood did was to puncture this aura of you can't make fun of Obama. He said that Obama, don't vote for him just because he's a nice guy, and maybe he's not such a nice guy. Those are the kinds of things that drove the left over at MSNBC batty. And by the way, there is a guy named Chris Hayes who did say that what Clint Eastwood did yesterday was racist.
Oh, my gosh. All right, Larry Elder. Tory, by the way,
go figure.
Yeah, go figure. Hey, Tory, by the way, Clint does have a new movie coming out.
Yes.
The advance on that.
As a pop culture person, I can see a lot of people protesting by not going, and also thinking he's a little bit aged. I mean, he was holding onto the podium, he was stumbling. I mean, it just didn't look like he was all with it, like your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Jeff, they loved it. They loved it when post-stroke Kirk Douglas came out, but now all of a sudden having 80-year-old people come out is a bad thing, I guess.
Well, Kirk didn't talk to an invisible chair, so.
No, he didn't. You're right. You're right. All right. Once again, Tory Shulman, Larry Elder, thanks, guys, for being here.
You got it.
Okay. The